I'm sorry, Mr. Cromer, can you state your name for the record, please?
Billy Cromer.
A Detroit man and his nephew are behind bars tonight, charged with the murder of Tiffany Joseph.
This case follows a violent crime that dates back to October of 2020. The prosecution in that case ended up delayed because of the pandemic.
Two Detroit men have been charged in a murder-for-hire plot that left a 32-year-old woman deceased. 35-year-old Billy Ray Comer was awaiting trial for allegedly assaulting and torturing his then-pregnant girlfriend in 2020, is now charged with hiring someone to harm her less than 1 month before pretrial proceedings were scheduled to begin. The men were arraigned Friday in front of the 36th District Court. Everyone is hoping for justice to be served in the name of Tiffany Joseph.
What's your name, sir? All right, just a second.
Tiffany Joseph was 32 years old and lived in Detroit, Michigan. Loving, kind, supportive are words used to describe her. Tiffany was a hard worker, very diligent, and very determined about where she was going. According to reports, she was motivating to others and would often wish everyone around her that they see very productive and prosperous days. She was also a boy mom, a very proud mom at that. She was an advocate for education, and her son excelled in school. According to reports, Tiffany had been through a lot, but she kept going. Tiffany was a survivor of a domestic incident Detroit prosecutors stated was the worst the city had ever seen. Previously, she dated 35-year-old Billy Ray Comer, and according to reports, the two were expecting a child together in 2020. Previous reports from October 2020 cited allegations from Wayne County Prosecutor's Office that Billy had attacked Tiffany while she was pregnant. Police say the attack happened the evening of October 16th at their shared home in Detroit. He allegedly grabbed Tiffany by the neck, choked her, and repeatedly punched her in the head and stomach. He also allegedly had her swallow several unknown pills. Authorities say Tiffany attempted to cover her stomach during the attack to protect her baby, but when Billy eventually took her to the hospital later that night, the next day authorities say the baby had died. No further details were released after that incident. However, Billy was charged with assault with the intent to do great bodily harm.
Back in October of 2020 in the now gutted home, the Detroit police and the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office say that Cromer beat a pregnant Tiffany Joseph so badly she lost her baby. The older Cromer arrested by Detroit police, charged with assault with intent to do great bodily harm, torture, and felonious assault. That beating so bad, Prosecutor Kim Worthy at the time noted in a press release, quote, "This office has been presented with well over 30,000 domestic violence warrants in just the last 5 years. I can unequivocally say that the alleged facts in this case are among the worst I have seen," end quote. And because of COVID closing down the 36th District Court, that case ended up repeatedly postponed. It is still on the docket for a motions hearing next week.
He was arraigned and was given a cash bond of $750,000. And sadly, even behind bars, Billy was still a threat to Tiffany, unbeknownst to her, and nearly 2 years later. Unfortunately, it was reported less than 1 month before her case would go to trial, she was allegedly murdered by one of Billy's family members.
A lot more questions left asked than answered here because this house is burned out and a woman was found shot to death here. But we do not know whether the house burned before, during, or after. But there is one thing for certain. For its former resident, 32-year-old Tiffany Joseph, it was a very violent place.
According to a press release from Wayne County Attorney's Office, at 11:07 p.m. on July 5, 2022, officers responded to an emergency call about a deceased person observed. Upon arriving to the scene, first responders discovered the body of an adult woman inside of a home. She appeared to have sustained several wounds. Once emergency medical services Service personnel arrived at the address soon after. That woman was later identified as 32-year-old Tiffany Joseph. Not even 48 hours into the investigation, prosecutors say that investigators looked into the incident and believed that Billy Ray on July 4th solicited his younger cousin, 18-year-old Spencer Comer III, to commit the crime. Spencer was taken into custody by Detroit PD officers on Friday and charged with 1 count of first-degree premeditated murder.
What's your name, sir?
Spencer Lewis Comer the third.
All right, just a second. All right, this is case number 220-58726, People of the State of Michigan versus defendant number 2, Spencer Lewis Cromer III. Counsel.
David Steigel on behalf of Spencer Cromer III, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Steingold, what is your P number, please?
29752.
Okay, thank you. You waiving formal reading or no?
Your Honor, I would like to be, I have not seen the charging document, so while I don't require the complete reading, I'd like to know the charges that he's facing right now.
All right, sir. Count 1, defendant 2, homicide, murder, first degree, premeditated. Count 2, defendant 2, weapons, felony, firearm. And okay, yes, that's it.
That's enough. Your Honor, my client would waive the formal reading and stand mute to the charges.
Court's going to enter a not guilty plea on his behalf. Anything, sir? That's the bond.
Your Honor, I know that the court is empowered to deny bail if the proof is evident or the presumption is great. Not having seen a copy of the write-up or any of the police reports, I'm not prepared to argue the weight of the evidence at this time.
Okay. Court has reviewed the investigator's report, and these obviously are the most extreme assaultive allegations. And so based on the nature of the charges, the seriousness of the allegations, the information provided in the investigator's report, the court is going to remand you, sir, to the custody of the Wayne County Jail. You have a probable cause date of August 5th, 2022, 8:30 a.m., 36th District Court. I don't know what judge, but your preliminary exam would be August 12th at 1:45 p.m., 36th District Court. Is this Judge King? Okay, in front of Judge King. All right, thank you. You may step away from the camera.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right.
Records show that Billy was already locked up in a Wayne County jail when he allegedly solicited Spencer to harm Tiffany. He has been behind bars on those previous felony charges since the 2020 incident. He was being held on a $2 million bond, but according to reports, the bond will likely be revoked following the murder charge. Billy Ray is scheduled to appear for a preliminary exam on August 12, 2022.
Okay, this is case number 220-58726, People of the State of Michigan versus, just a second, defendant number 1, Billy Ray Cromer. Counsel.
Yes, Your Honor. Private Bird on behalf of Billy Ray Cromer. My client waives his right to formal reading and divides his constitutional rights and will stand mute.
Okay, I'm sorry, Mr. Cromer, can you state your name for the record, please?
Billy Cromer.
Okay. The court's going to enter a not guilty plea on his behalf. Is there anything, Esteban?
That's fine, and further not put any facts on the case at this moment, Your Honor.
Okay.
My client is in jail, facing pending charges, and we really would like to get this matter moving forward.
All right. Okay, these are very serious assaultive allegations and life offense, at least the first count, the one for which you are being charged. Based on the nature of these charges, the seriousness of the allegations, the court is going to remand you, sir, to the custody of the Wayne County Jail. We have a probable cause date of August 5th, preliminary exam date of August 12th, 2022, 8:30 a.m., 36th District Court in front of Judge King. All right, so that concludes your arraignment. And Wayne County, whenever you're ready, you can log off.
Tiffany's story so far has been shared more than 1,000 times on social media, and hoping that people share her name in order for justice to be served. I was tagged in this story so many times, I am in complete disbelief. I will continue to keep her friends and family, especially her son, in my thoughts and prayers. Let's please respect the victim and the family in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys dearly. And with that being said, don't forget to check on your loved ones.